Man, bro, thank you so much, Randy, for coming. Rosario.
Happy to be here. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you. Dean Gonzalez recommend me to you. And
Oh, Dean, that piece of shit. No, he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
He's too soon.
No, he's a great guy. I'm going to get drinks with him after the show.
He got a gig. He got a gig.
You got a gay?
He got a gig for
a
you.
Gig?
We're not just supposed to talk shit about him.
I do that to all my friends.
We talk nice thing about you.
That's how guys are. Guys tend to trash their friends. You know, women are like very sweet to each other. Guys are like, as friends, they're brutal, you know?
But when women, we stab each other in the back.
Oh, yeah. Like, well, women have, women have frenemies.
Jealous.
Like you'll keep a person close that you don't like just to make sure she's not fucking talking shit behind your back. You know what I'm saying?
Women are genius. Women are smart.
Oh,
like women is like can use men to play games with other women. I'm in these comedy games, I know.
Oh, every woman I've ever met is just so much better with social interactions than a man. Like they're playing 3D chess and I'm playing fucking checkers when it comes to that.
Because we are wicked sick, so we know.
I was gonna say, I feel like because you're not physically as strong as men, you have to manipulate us, and you do a great job of it.
we carry 9 months of the babies. So we are afraid we have to protect our cubs.
Yes.
So we have to play the game, make sure males, lion to think that we sweet and we soft. And as soon as you come in and we just...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, women are very manipulative. I feel like they...
Okay, that's why we have the term called female lion.
Exactly.
You never heard of the term male lions or male, just female.
Yeah.
Tigers.
Let me ask you a question. How many times have you apologized to men more or have they apologized to you more throughout your life?
Men apologize.
I was going to say, I feel like it's 10 to 1. Even though they fuck up, somehow I'll apologize for getting mad at them for fucking up. Only women can do that. I've never been able to like convince a woman that I won the argument, you know, but that's how it goes if you want to get laid.
I noticed you do a lot of podcasts, Randy, and I see that you love animals and you post a lot of animals.
I do. Well, the reason I do, one, I do love animals, but two, once Instagram started censoring everybody, like all my meme posts, I figured out that if you post an animal doing something, they kind of let it slide, no matter how dirty the comment is. So, you know, I'll have a monkey jerking off his friend or something.
I saw it.
You know, like you.
I will horrify such Randy coming to my podcast.
Well, see, I'm actually a pretty good person in real life. My Instagram account does not give me a good representation of me. It is my comedy, though. I feel like the more shocking it is, the funnier it is to me, anyway. You know,
and you know, in your podcast, and I saw you keep rolling your eyes, and they say, "Oh, he just keep rolling his eye, and eventually he gonna find his brain in the back of his head."
Well, I'm from New York, and I talk a lot with my hands, but on the podcast, you know, you can't be moving around a lot because you got the camera on you. So my face makes a lot of gestures and whatnot.
No, you roll your eyes a lot when you talk.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
That's probably the Latino in me, I guess. I don't know.
Your last name is Italian or Latino?
It's Latino. My father's from Dominican Republic. Although
habla español?
Very, very little. Yeah. My father came here, learned English. He was very pro-American, wanted to be an American. So I remember when I was a little kid, he would tell us, it's much, we learned a little bit of Spanish, but he was like, go to school. It's much more important to learn English because, he doesn't speak English very well still. But the last name, Valario, is an Italian name, but my dad's from the Dominican Republic because the Dominican Republic, that's where Columbus landed. So there was a lot of Italian names on the island, but I am, Dominican.
Yeah, Latino, man, I love them. You guys are very expressive, very fun, very romantic.
Very emotional.
Dance, very passionate.
Yeah, but it's a two-edged sword, right? With that passion comes a temper. I'm real calm.
Very jealous.
Well,
I can never date Latino men because of the passion.
They are. My dad was, and that was. I feel like most people either take after their parents or they do the exact opposite because they don't want to turn into their parents. I'm more the second. I'll do the exact opposite. My dad was a very jealous guy. I try not to be, but I do have a little bit of his temper. Like I'm very casual about most things, but little things will set me off. Like if the self-checkout doesn't work at Ralph's, I'll fucking lose my shit and punch the screen. But if something big happens, if I get into an accident or something like that, I'm very calm about that. But little things get to me. Waiting in line or someone who doesn't, like if you're on an escalator and someone just stands instead of walks up it, I just want to punch him in the head. I hate that.
Wow.
Lazy people
You're an
bother me.
escalator puncher.
Well, if they're standing there blocking the escalator, let me walk by. You know, I'm at the airport. I'm trying to go catch my plane. You know, just because you have to be somewhere soon doesn't mean I don't have to be anywhere. You know, if I'm walking, I got to go somewhere. So cut the shit and get out of my way. But that's New York too. You walk fast in New York. People
You
do.
from New York? Which city?
From Queens.
Oh, Queens. I visited there a couple months ago.
How'd
I
you-
mean last year. It was fun.
Your first time?
First time. I
What'd you
love
think?
it. I visit Manhattan and we took the bus and train go around. Every fun. My friend took me.
What'd you think about it? Did you like it or too much?
Very fun.
Very intense. I don't know if you got that feeling. Everyone's in a rush.
Huh?
You'd be surrounded by people, but it's the loneliest city in the world because no one will look at you in the eye. You know, everyone's shoulder to shoulder in the city, but nobody cares about anybody else.
The funny thing about New York, it trash everywhere. I see the big trash bag everywhere.
There's no alleys. It's an old city, so they have to put all the trash on the street.
Oh.
There's no alleys in New York, not like here or most other cities have an alley where they put the trash in the back of the building. No, they put it right in front. Big piles of it. Big piles of it. If you go to Koreatown, are you Korean or
Vietnamese?
Vietnamese?
Oh, by the way, I have this banh mi for you, chicken sandwich.
So
if
nice.
You
And
can
Dean took 2
eat.
bites out of it. What a piece of
No,
shit.
he could have up eat. Now you can enjoy that one.
Well, I'm not going to do it on the show. I got to talk to you.
No, you can eat it. Try it. You can bring it home.
I'll eat it after the show.
Nah.
I want to talk to you instead. So how long you been living in LA?
I've been moving here for almost 4 years.
Okay.
I'm originally from Bay Area.
Okay. How long you been in the U.S.?
I've been here for 31 years, almost 32.
Oh, wow. How old were you when you came?
I came here when I was very young, like a teenager,
Okay.
preteen.
How'd you find it when you moved over here? Was it very different?
Very different. I got culture shock. Like some things is like when I learned English, it's like guys talking to me, like you turn me on. So I look away and they say, there's no water faucet around. Oh, why you say I'm turn you on? And I look for the water faucet because turn on, turn up is a water faucet. And the guy said, no, you really turn me on.
That's how you
And
learned English?
I'm
Getting hit on?
And so I'm like thinking, this guy is, and I told him, there's no water faucet. There's no water. Are you looking for a water faucet?
I love that. I love
and then
that.
he called me baby, and I start correcting him. I am not a baby. I'm adult. And because the English language I learned is darling, sweetheart. I never learned the term Americans use as slang.
Yeah, I've heard because my father learned English as a second language, and I heard it's easy to Americans and English people that speak English first language, but I heard the thing about English is that there's rules, but you break them all the time. Unlike every other language where the rules are the rules of the rules. You know, like like baby, right? When you say baby to somebody, it could be that's an actual baby, or like somebody you think is attractive, or you're dating. Just the way we spell things. It's bizarre according to other people.
I want to tell him, you call me baby. You want to give me a baby, a milk bottle, goo goo gaga.
I love that you took that literally, though. I'm not a baby. Turn on what?
And then he started asking me a date, and he asked, "What's the date? How's
What
the
date?
date?" And I start literally. I look at the calendar and I tell him, "Oh, it's November 21st." And he
That's
said
so
again,
funny.
he said again, "What's the date for us?" And I say, "What do you mean the date for us? I did told you November 21st." And said, "No." And then he restated, "When would you like to have lunch with me?"
He's very persistent because it sounds. Some guys might think you're just blowing them off and you're rejecting them, but you were just taking them literally, and he just kept going.
It's an expression. Latino men so cute, but most of you guys because you guys are romantic, and there's an issue with loyalty, like faithfulness. I work with I'm from Bay Area, a lot of high-tech companies, a lot of good-looking Latino men, and all of them are married. And they took out the rings. Can you believe it? And they act like they're single around a woman.
I think it's kind of like the French or the Italians do that a lot too, where you'll be married, but they have a mistress, and it's kind of, they think it's generally accepted. But the difference is Latino women are even more jealous than the men, and they're also very violent. And they're also
very passionate.
And they have a temper, and they'll get violent. I've never been hit by a woman that wasn't a Latina. Latino women have hit me before, but you know, no other ethnicity.
They're very expressive.
Oh yeah, and they're also good with a knife.
Oh,
They will
they're
cut your fucking
romantic.
balls off.
And then you talk.
Well, no, that's why I stopped dating Latin.
Nó chuyện được cái mày ra đi con ơi trời ơi bây giờ nó trời ơi bây giờ đau quá.
Yeah, I'll sound like Michael Jackson.
You cannot talk anymore.
No.
That sounds very scary.
Yeah, well, I mean, I dated a lot of Latin women growing up because, you know, in New York, it's mostly
They're cute.
Latinos.
They're very, like,
very attractive.
sincere. They express. They curvy. They voluptuous.
Yeah, but they're emotionally unstable, in my experience.
The culture.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they do everything at 100%. You know, they don't do anything halfway. They love you hard. If they hate you hard. You know, if they're jealous, they'll fucking, you know, slit your throat in your sleep if they catch you cheating. That kind of thing. You know. My experience.
It's like Asian women. We're more like delicate. We more like.
Yeah. What are Asian women
more
like? Are
serene.
they,
we more. But we when we get married, we really good at helping husband do all of the accounting. We're very good at making men believe we're submissive. We like
making us believe it.
We believe
you're not actually submissive.
Boss.
You just convince us you are.
Put you in better store. You hire, and as soon as you give me your paycheck. Give me your paycheck.
You see,
then I serve you well. Give me all your money.
See, I wouldn't
That's how Asian.
I feel like I wouldn't be used to that, to a woman that was submissive
I would
to me.
talk that way. Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm used to more American women where they're very forward about
independent.
Yeah,
they're more independent.
And if a woman was very submissive to me, I would feel like she's up to something. You know, like I don't trust it. You know, I also don't like women that like me too much. You know, I shouldn't have to earn your respect and love. If you like me too much, it's like you have bad judgment. I shouldn't. If we shouldn't be dating, you know, like I should have to do something to earn it in my mind. Have you dated here a lot?
I love blue-eyed white guys.
That's your favorite?
But he must have 2 of them.
Jewish?
2 of them.
Oh, 2 of them. I thought you said Jewish guys with blue
Jewish
eyes.
guys cute too. They love me.
Oh yeah, and they got
Jewish
some bread.
Guys,
You know?
they love Asian women.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And they cute. I heard Jewish men are very passionate.
Well, I don't know about that because I never fucked a Jewish guy, but but I do.
My girlfriend told me.
A lot of my Jewish friends did marry Asian women, and a lot of them they're Asian.
Because we focus on education, we love nerdy stuff, we love.
Well, that's a very similar culture in that way. The Jewish culture and Asians are very into education, family. You know, they're very stable. But a lot of my Jewish friends that are with Asian women now, it's their second wife. Their first wife, they married a Jewish girl, and they drove them fucking nuts. You know, because Jewish women tend to be very, you know, at least from New York, they're very self-centered. You know, they're sort of little princesses because they're, you know, they're doted on by their families. At least, you know, my experience is, you know,
it's a reading
Jews
culture.
from Long Island. You know, so I don't want to paint the whole brush with the whole community, but.
We love to read. It's like the Asian culture. We love to
I love to read. I was a huge book nerd as a kid. Big time.
We love to throw books to the Asian kid and read, memorize it.
Oh, yeah. My Asian friends growing up, their parents would give them like extra homework. Like they would finish their homework and then their parents would give them like extra math problems and shit. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, it's just, you know, it's what we do. I'm like, I mean, no wonder you guys are fucking so good at math, you know, so good at all these tests. Half of them barely spoke English well because they came to the country too when, you know, middle school, that kind of thing. And they'd be great, you know, they could write an essay in English, but it was hard for them to speak it, which was crazy to me, you know, but it's kind of how I was in math. Like I don't remember any of the quadratic equation. I can't remember that. But for a test, I'd cram, you know, memorize how to do it and then do it and immediately forget it. So I was good in school when I had to be.
I like the way you smile. It gives a lot of energy. It gives very animated. You know, I noticed Latino comics are very, very over the top, like black comics, fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Or put a lot of like passion in it. It's like very animated.
Yeah, black comics tend to come off the stage and they're sweating. Yeah. Because they're really put on the show.
Yeah, Latino and black, I love to watch. It's fun.
My act's a little bit different. It's a little more...
No, but I can tell you the energy you come on. Very strong.
I don't take any shit from the audience.
You just laugh.
I barely get heckled because I just fucking...
I saw you go to the website theater. That's a nice stage.
Oh, I love that room. I love that room. Have you done it?
My friend runs that room. You should connect with him.
Yeah, I usually do Maggie's show.
Oh, I saw. Yeah,
yeah, I'm good friends with her, and
you on podcast with her. Yeah.
Well, I got to get her on my podcast. She's because she, like me, I didn't start comedy until my 30s, and she started, I think, at in her late 30s, like I did. So we had that in common. We were like the old people at the fucking open mic and shit like that. So we took a liking to each other like that because I don't know how old you were when you started comedy, but when
I'm in the late 20s.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's a little more, closer to most people. I feel like most people start in their early, mid-20s. I started like, 34 or something like that. And when you show up at 34 and everyone's 10 to 15 years younger than you, it's like, who's this old fuck? At our show, like, and I had a real job before that. So I was like, I come from work in my fucking business casual. I'm like, who's this fucking douchebag? Who looks like a goddamn, a fucking accountant. Why is he here? They get a little protective, which is weird because you would think that the comedy community is very open, but they get territorial too. Some comics do, at least in my experience. But I started in Boston, so the scene up there is a little bit different. I don't know if you started here in LA or up in San Francisco.
I started in San Francisco.
That's a good town. I got a bunch of friends up
there. I started
there.
as a public speaker with Toastmaster International. And I joined humorous speech contest.
What was the organization?
It's called Toastmasters International.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I did it for 7 years.
Oh, cool.
And then I transferred that skills into comedy.
That's so smart. Yeah, I mean, I gave a lot of. I used to be an investment banker and a Wall Street guy, and I gave a lot of talks and conferences and things like that. But it was very different for me to tell my jokes versus talking about business, because business was business. I was confident about that. But if I remember my first year telling a joke, if I didn't get a laugh, I took it personal. Like they hate me, kind of a thing. So I had to get over that. But I feel like once you just get comfortable being on stage, and basically, I feel like to get good at comedy, you just got to be more you every time you go up on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like the crowd wants to know who you are. They don't want the act should reflect your personality, not. It shouldn't be like just a big fucking lie. I feel like most times, at least for me, it's more comfortable to do that. Some of the subjects I talk about are pretty rough. And I found that if a joke's not going well, if I lean harder into it, it gets better as opposed to pulling back from the crowd. I feel like the crowd knows when you're afraid or if you're unsure of yourself. It's sort of a silent thing between you and the crowd. And once you can get past that and show them that you're in control, they'll let you take the reins and drive the car, and they'll sit in the passenger seat and have a good time with you, kind of thing. But
when I first started, it was very rough for me because English is my second language. And I started do honor the speech. I had to prepare 5 minutes and I wasn't confident and I was taught to be reserved and shy. And I just got on stage and I freaked out and I just stood there and I just bowed my head and I said, "Good morning, everyone." Today, I would like to tell you about my name. I was born and it's just for 5 minutes, I was sweating. And nobody laughed. But I had to overcome the fears of public speaking. And I did it and I did one speech and second speech and over and until I finished 40 speech and then I keep doing it.
It's one of those things you build up. You build up confidence just with repetitions. It's I kind of equate it to friends of mine who aren't comics. Like, what's it like? I'm like, talking to the crowd is kind of like talking to a woman at a bar. You have to be okay with getting rejected. It's going to happen a lot. Don't take it personal. And once you get over that, there's a confidence that you have that becomes a little bit more attractive to the crowd. Like, I'm not afraid if the crowd doesn't laugh at a joke, I'll get them on the next one. Like that kind of thing. They sense the fear in you. There's like an unspoken. A group of people is like a hot chick at a bar. They just smell a lack of confidence. But if you're confident, you can say fucking anything and they'll buy it, kind of thing, But it's really impressive though to me that you're able to do comedy in a language that's not your first language, because I can't even imagine. Because I have friends who speak 2 languages. Nasia Marrero? You know Nasia?
Nasia.
She's a comic here in LA. She's from Portugal. Her first language is Portuguese. She does comedy in English.
It's a beautiful language.
Very beautiful. My
Similar
favorite.
To Spanish.
Yeah. But she goes back to Portugal to do shows sometimes. And I asked her, I was like, do you do the same act you do in English and just translate it? She goes, no, it doesn't work. You have to write completely different jokes because the language is just completely different. Like the inflections, it's like some things might work, but because of the translation, things get lost, So I don't know if you still, when you're writing jokes, if you think in Vietnamese and have to translate it in your head, is that what you have to do? Yeah, that's got to be so hard to write a joke because the English language has so many, like you said, idioms and words and sayings and slang that don't make any fucking sense in any other language. So I couldn't imagine trying to translate my act into Spanish. It wouldn't work. It just wouldn't at all work. I don't know. It's really impressive though.
So when you go to do the road gigs, what are your favorite clubs to do?
Oh man, my favorite clubs. I mean, there's so many. I'll tell you right now, I feel like the best clubs, oddly, are in Republican states because they're less uptight. It used to be, liberals were more laid back, but then they got uptight during the, right before the pandemic and just after. And red states, Texas, Florida, all those clubs are fun. New York City, I mean, you can't, if you perform in New York, you can't beat it. The crowd does not want you to let up on them. They want you to hammer them with jokes, and you can't go hard enough. So I love that. I would say my favorite.
New York is hard. You mean?
Well, it's if you get them, you get them. You have to really get them. You have to hit them with a lot of jokes. They don't want you up there, pontificating. They want you to fucking hammer them with punchline. But I would say my favorite clubs that I've done weekends at. The Fort Worth Hyenas is incredible.
Oh, I love that in Texas. I did it that one.
How great is that room? Yeah. That room's incredible.
I heard a joke about this. It's like I did a comedy show near San Diego Zoo. I thought I was killing. Turned out it was just a hyena. I had a joke, and I did it over there.
I love that.
I did both Dallas and I did Fort Worth.
I've done both those rooms. Florida has some great clubs. The West Palm Improv, they closed that down and opened up one in Dania Beach now. The Stress Factory in New Jersey, great club.
I'm going to Colorado 10 days from now. I'm just going do a networking and do.
Oh, nice.
My friends sponsor my trip, so I'm going to go to clubs.
Oh, you're gonna love Denver. Is a beautiful city. Go to Boulder if you have an extra day. Spend a day in Boulder, Colorado.
I'm going there for 6 days.
Oh yeah, definitely take a day and go to Boulder. It's gorgeous, gorgeous club. Oh, gorgeous area. I'm trying to think of the other great clubs that I love.
Vegas.
Vegas is fun, but it's it's almost like a cruise ship. Like the people change. So you don't have to the clubs are all kind of the same because the people keep changing. Yeah, exactly. They shuffle the deck. Exactly. Hilarities in Cleveland, another fantastic club. Laugh Boston. I started comedy in Boston. The Boston crowds, Boston has a very deep comedy history. So, the crowds there, you can't say anything that would offend a crowd in Boston. Cambridge, near Harvard or MIT, you can, but in downtown Boston, they want you to, come with the hard shit, which is fun, because I like a little more, let's say, difficult premises to pull off. I'll make jokes about, my mom dating a younger guy. I have jokes about abortion, shit like the people wouldn't normally find funny. I kind of go that route with it. So, and I make fun of myself.
Your mother? Mother?
Yeah, my mom is married to a guy younger than me.
I make jokes about my mom too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, fun, right? It's always the best thing to do is make jokks about your family.
Well, that's where you start.
I'm a middle child.
So am I.
I'm never her favorite. It's always tough for me.
Oh, yeah. I remember the first time my mom came to watch me do comedy. So I didn't tell anybody in my family I was doing it for a year. Because I didn't want them to come and when you start, I didn't tell any of my friends or my family because they'll support you and they'll laugh even if you're not funny. I kind of wanted to build my act and earn it. And my first year, I bombed most of my first year in comedy because I just wasn't good at writing the punchline, but I had a lot of interesting ideas and it took me a while to develop the punchlines for them. But the first time my mom came to see me was at the Stress Factory in Hartford, Connecticut. I was opening for Jeff Dye. Shout out Jeff Dye.
Nice.
Yeah, and I asked him.
Jeff Dye.
Yeah, and my mom.
It sounds like Jeff Dye.
My mom, my sister, and my nephew, my sister's kid, came to the show, and he had just turned 18. And I asked Jeff because I had a whole bunch of jokes about my family. I was like, "Should I do this stuff?" It's because it's pretty hard on them. I wasn't being gentle with my family. He goes, "Dude, I didn't fly you 3,000 miles not to tell those jokes. You better fucking tell them." So I said a bunch of tough things about my family that were completely not true. The premise was true, the punchline wasn't. But there's a joke I tell about my sister where at the end of the joke she's getting fisted, and I was a little nervous about that. And when I got off the stage, my nephew came over to me. He's like, "Oh man, I love this stuff. You're making fun of mom." Well, his mother, my sister. So he loved it. So it worked out well.
And me, my mother doesn't believe in psychic reading, but she happy to tell me that I have no future.
Asian parents are tough, man.
I told we are Asian
Really tough.
tiger woman.
You can't,
we talk like this. She talk like that. As soon as my little sister comes out, she says, "Sweetie, I have food for you. Everything is prepared on the table for you. Go eat my good food." As soon as I walk into the house, she say, "Trời ơi, mày dậm cái nhà tùm lum, tao mới lao nhà vậy mà mày dậm rồi đùng đùng cái con nhỏ này mất nết ghê trời."
What does that mean?
That's how she talked to me. It's like, I just cleaned the house and you come in wearing your shoes. You very disrespectful person.
So who's your mom's
I'm a middle child. And then
who's your mom's favorite?
talking.
The older sibling?
The youngest one.
Okay.
The oldest is adores.
All 3 girls?
3 girls.
Okay.
No
As long as
brothers.
there's a son, they always treat the son like
Yeah.
a king, you know?
I have a song for you before we go.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, let's do it. Let me see. The Spanish song that I like. Bésame, bésame mucho. Bésame, bésame mucho. Make sure, Randy, you the Latina woman that nice to you and will not cut off your balls. That's it. Thank you very much
I know.
for coming to my...
Is that Elvis Crespo, the original?
Huh?
Because Bésame is a song.
Bésame is a Spanish song, so just for you because you're Spanish.
I like that slow version of it. That was very melodic. I like that. The ballad version. Your Spanish is better than mine.
Thank you for coming to
Absolutely.
podcast.
I'm so happy to do this. I'll take the sandwich with me. Don't throw it. Thank you, Nicole. Appreciate you.
And again, Randy Rosario on the Nicole Tran podcast.
Yeah, you can find me at Randy Valario on Instagram and at Ready Set Blow every Wednesday. Check it out. YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all that good shit.
Thank you very much. You have shows you can plug it in?
Well, my next show is a corporate, so you guys can't come to that, but they're paying me better.
Okay. Clubs, this is a blog is coming.
The club gigs. Oh, yeah, I'm in October.
Just blog and advertising.
This is the one I want to push. My buddy's recording his first special, so I'm going to be opening up for him at Deaf Noodles.
Oh, that's a cool club.
Yeah, it's Saturday, October 25th, 8 p.m., 7426 Sunset Boulevard, Deaf Noodles. Come check out Paul Roseberry tape his special. I'll be featuring for him. We're going to have a good time.
I go support you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Thank you so much.